while people are making their way to their seats, many of you have asked me, when was the last time we did this? It's been a really long time. So I can tell you, and Janelle Schellebarger can attest for this, it's been since October 2019. So we all know what happened in the spring of 2020, all too well, right? And you know, as a college, we just really wanted to make sure that we were in a place to bring this many people together in one space and have everyone comfortable. And so this is our year to bring back celebration of giving. So thank you all for being here. We've had a lot of fun planning this event. This is our event where we bring donors and students who benefit from the great generosity from all the donors together. So it is one of my most favorite events of the year, and I've heard from many of you that are here today, you share that sentiment. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Bobby Behrens, and I'm the Vice President and Campus Director here at the Georgetown campus. And it really is my pleasure to welcome you here today. In addition to honoring our donors, our President's Circle, and our Legacy Society members and inductees, this luncheon also allows us to honor our student scholarship recipients. And like I said, my favorite part is donors and scholarship recipients or recipients of the beneficiaries of the funds get to connect and get to know each other. So in previous years, our students and the donors have really enjoyed this opportunity to connect, as it provides us an opportunity to celebrate two of our greatest assets, our students and our very generous donors. So please allow me to take a moment to introduce the many college administrators present today. And I'd like to ask them to stand and remain standing so that we can thank them. And I ask that everyone hold their applause till the end so we can keep this going. So joining us today from the Office of the President, Dr. Mark Brainerd, College President, Crystal Mincer, Vice President for External Relations, Tom Rayner, Vice President for Information Technology, John Slank, Director of Public Safety, and Dr. Justina Thomas, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Let's give them a round of applause. As many of you know, we also have a wonderful leadership team right here at the Owens campus, and so members of our Owens Campus Administrative Council are here too as well. So again, please stand and remain standing, and we'll applaud you at the end. Jeannie D'Amico, Director of Business Services, Dr. Leslie Mergner, Assistant Dean of Instruction, Dr. Chris Moody, Director of Workforce Development and Community Education, Christy Moriarty, Dean of Instruction, Dr. Janelle Schellebarger, Director of Communication and Planning, Dr. Michelle Wark, Dean of Student Affairs, and Lacey Weller, Director of Human Resources. Please join me in thanking them for their support. I'd also like to introduce our Owens Campus Development Council members who are present today. For those of you who don't know, our Development Council is a very special group that works tirelessly, to advance the college. It's made up of community leaders who support the college's development efforts with professional guidance and hands-on assistance with specific fundraising and relationship building initiatives. So again, I'm going to have them all stand and we'll applaud them at the end. So first we have Lolita Lopez, who also serves as a member of our Board of Trustees, Marlene Elliott Brown, Jenny Keith, Alan Moore, Merrill Moore, Dr. Bucky Owens, Trish Rodriguez, and Ed Steiner. Please join me in thanking them for their commitment to the college. Today, we get to hear from three of these students. So I'm going to ask Taylor, Tanya, and Raymond, when they come up, to introduce themselves and share their story. So first up is Taylor. Come on up, Taylor.
Hi, everyone. I'm Taylor Cannon. To start off, I'm going to tell a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Sussex County and graduated from Laurel High School. I knew at a young age that I wanted to go to Del Tech for a few reasons. One being that I had a lot of experience at the campus because I was enrolled in the Academic Challenge program when I was in middle and high school. I had great experiences with all my instructors, and they left a very positive impression of Del Tech. On top of that, when I was in high school, I was able to take several dual credit classes through Del Tech, and it counted towards many of my prereqs when I started back in the fall of 2022. I was actually able to graduate with 21 college credits when I finished high school. In addition, I've always just wanted to stay close to home near my mom and dad, so Del Tech just ended up being the perfect place for me to go. Now I'm currently in my sophomore year and am majoring in legal studies. However, legal studies was not always my first choice of majors. If any of you knew me personally, you would know that I've been a little bit of a major hopper. I started in nursing, then I changed to education, then business, and then I finally found my passion in legal studies. I intend to finish my associate's degree by the end of this summer, and I'm transferring over to Wilmington University in the fall to finish my bachelor's degree. Now, during my studies here at Delaware Tech, I've learned that my ultimate goal is to become a lawyer. With this being said, after earning my bachelor's degree, I'm hoping to attend Wilmington University's new School of Law in hopes of becoming a lawyer. Now, I do sometimes regret the year and time I lost due to switching my major so frequently. However, there is a beauty in it all because I've been able to explore what I like and what I dislike to truly find what I'm passionate about. I have to say, though, what has been truly beautiful about it all is the immense support I have received from all of my donors as well as Del Tech. All of your contributions have allowed me to find my passion. On top of that, because of your contributions, it has given me more time to focus on my studies rather than putting that time into working a full-time job to pay for college. It has also allowed me to make additional times for other things that I highly value in my life, such as my church life, my family, and as well as some other personal hobbies that I picked up in the past year. I can happily say that all the scholarships I have received have paid for everything up to this point. I am so thankful to be graduating from Del Tech debt-free, considering law school will be very expensive. I'm extremely blessed, and I cannot thank all of you enough for all the support you have given me throughout my 2 years at Del Tech. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I am so grateful to be part of this luncheon that allows me to tell my story. My name is Tanya Garcia, and I'm currently a student in the CNA program. Being able to experience this program at Delaware Tech has certainly changed me. I am also a senior at Sussex Academy, so I am juggling my regular school day and evening classes at Delaware Tech. I am really looking forward to working in the nursing field. I decided to complete the CNA program because I myself experienced some time in the hospital for an entire month last year, so it was a challenging moment to say the least. I was at the Memorial Children's Hospital in Newark. During my stay at the hospital, I saw young children under the age of 10 there without their parents. Imagine that, so young to be by themselves. I thought to myself that maybe I could start somewhere by helping others the way the nurses helped me throughout my stay at the children's hospital. The scholarship helped me financially because during my stay at the hospital, my parents were in and out of work just to be with me, so at that moment, I thought to myself that I wouldn't be able to get into the program until I got a message saying that I got a scholarship. One of my short-term goals is to graduate and pass all my classes. This year and a long-term goal would be able to achieve my dreams by being a nurse. Once I become a nurse, I really want to be able to buy a car. But most importantly, I want to be able to give back to my parents. Getting this scholarship helped me work towards my goals because it gave me an eye-opener of how the nursing career might be. And I am able to work toward this goal without being a burden with an extra job to make money to afford the CNA program. Delaware Tech has assisted me in many great ways in my success, and I'm so excited to attend Delaware Tech as I pursue an associate's degree in nursing next year. I thank the donors for giving me this opportunity and having a huge heart by helping me succeed. I thank everyone who has been by my side. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Many years ago, I was a young man with ideas and a purpose. Today, I find myself at Del Tech as a student at my age. My name is Raymond Magabalani, and I'm proud to be in the Diesel Technology program. I hear all the time from my peers they would never dare do what I'm doing at my age. In the end, it was about following my passion and goals. The desire to learn is what gets me up. Of course, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I can say with passion it has been done bone-bending, mind-twisting, head-turning, mostly engaging work. My mother always says, be honest, be who you are. I've been away from my mother for so many years, but every day feels like I just saw her last night. Those who are fortunate to have loved ones so close and incredibly supportive members, remember, you're privileged. And I say embrace it for what it is. I came to Delaware Tech in 2021 with the dream of getting my associate's degree and furthering my education. This was not a comfortable ride. Last year, I struggled with a broken femur from an accident and continue to struggle just looking after myself. I have been guilty of latching on to something to keep going. I have learned that it takes time, but this time it was more challenging. As I worked 2 jobs, it seems like there were never enough hours to do my work, or I was not getting enough hours to cover my bills. Yet somehow things worked out. Yes, it has not been comfortable living on a bootstrap budget, not at all. I feel privileged because there are so many students who are in need of help in so many ways, yet I was chosen to be a scholarship recipient. I currently work at the Student Services Center at Delaware Tech, where I spend my time in my cubby office, greeting and engaging students and visitors on this wonderful campus. Because of all of you, in 2024, I am making progress towards my goals. I am fortunate to be at this college amongst you. I appreciate more than anything any support I have gotten from Delaware Tech's donors and the support from my instructors. This can never be said enough because it is the only support I have been able to get through my studies. That is something for which I am grateful for. My encounter here has been of learning new things all the time. It's amazing that this new generation of new students are getting a great, affordable education from wonderful and dedicated staff at Delaware Tech. It's always exciting to learn from what this new generation is into, and of course, I impart my knowledge I have. After all, I am from the 80s, the best time in this century. As I stated before, I came to Delaware Tech in 2021. My very first semester, I was lucky to be part of the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new Automotive Center. The center is an amazing place for automotive students, and I was fortunate to learn in the state-of-the-art classrooms and labs. I appreciate those who helped fund the center. Thank you. I also thank each and every one of you. I thank you for supporting me and all the students as we work towards our goals in earning a college degree. I want to say thank you for allowing me to speak to you today. Thank you.
I'm a child of the 80s too, so a couple people clap, so I know I'm not alone here, so I love that, Raymond. So audience, what do all these students have in common, do you think? Well, certainly they're all inspirational, with a desire to better their lives and the community around them. But look just a little bit closer. Taylor, Tanya, and Raymond may not have been able to pursue their dreams had it not been for all of you. These students are at Delaware Tech and here today thanks to your generosity. So I'd like to ask these 3 inspirational students to please stand so we can give you all a round of applause. So please stand up. Thank you, guys. Great job. You make us proud. So, Taylor, Tanya, and Raymond, thanks for sharing your stories. Did you all get this, that one of these individuals is from the 80s? Raymond, I didn't tell you to say that, but I love that you did. One of them is still in high school and getting a CNA in the evening, and the other soon-to-be graduate had a little path, kind of like Bobby's path through life, so I can appreciate that. But local Laurel High School graduate and came to us out of high school. So our student stories are diverse, and we thank you for sharing those. I and all of us encourage you to continue to play it forward. Nice job, you guys. So these students remind me of a powerful TED Talk led by Rita Pearson, an educator, a TED Talk that I love, who said, every child, I'll insert student there, deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best they can possibly be. All of you here today are one of those champions. So thank you for helping our students become the best that they can be. So at this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce someone who is a dedicated champion for community college education and a tireless advocate for our students. He also happens to be a Delaware Tech graduate, so he knows firsthand the value of Delaware Tech degree and all the supports that we have to offer. So please join me in welcoming our college president, Dr. Mark Brainerd.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm a child of the 70s. I'm just happy to be called a child. How's that? So, Taylor, Tanya, and Raymond, thank you very much for sharing your story and being part of this program. It's not easy. This is a very intimidating thing to do, and the three of you really just did an awesome job. And you really represented what we try to do at these events, and that is, it's summarized in 4 words. What a great investment, because all of these donors are here investing not just in Delaware Tech, but students like you all through the state. So thank you very much for being part of the program. Did a great job. So good afternoon, and thanks to each and every one of you for making time in your schedules to be here. It's a busy world out there, and we know how important it is to have all of you here today. As Bobby said earlier, we're coming off of a time period where there's a lot of pent-up demand for events, and we're very happy to celebrate our graduations every May, but I can tell you that at every campus, this event is what we all work toward getting back on the books, because it really does connect not only folks from Delaware Tech with our students, but our donors with our students as well. So thank you all for being here. As you know, your support is helping to literally change the lives of our students. Some of our students would never have the opportunity to earn a college degree, pursue that dream job or career, and obviously make a better life for themselves and their families. All donations to the college directly benefit our students, and our donors provide support in a variety of ways, not just through scholarships, but through event sponsorships, for example. And as you all know, my favorite event are the 5K events, and here at the Owens campus, the Run White and Blue event every year is held in the month of August, and last year, this campus raised over $22,000 for a number of student support services here at the Run White and Blue event. This event has raised over $200,000 since its creation about 10 years ago. Another favorite event here at the college is the Starry Starry Night Gala, which raised over $147,000 last year in 2023 to support such things as our study abroad program, student scholarships, and instructional equipment. That, since its inception, has raised millions of dollars, and that's coming up next month too. Sign up for your electric slide lessons through Chris Moody. That's always a highlight of the evening, I gotta tell you. So we also receive donations that support campus projects. The Arts and Sciences Center courtyard, beautiful space now on campus, especially now that the weather is changing. Refurbishing the pavilion near the pond in memory of Ellen Orkin and Dorothy Sinner. the new irrigation system for the landscaping surrounding the Veterans Memorial on campus, renovations to the old civil engineering lab to create a new science classroom and lab to support our student research program, and the Thomas S. Bills communication classroom was also renovated through targeted donations. As many of you may already know, our Board of Trustees created a special fund last year so that we could support capital projects through donor support. The Philip Bills Capital Fund was created last year in honor of Mr. Bills. What many of you may not know that over the last 10 years, approximately $500,000 was contributed by Mr. Bills to support targeted capital needs here at the campus. So, Mr. Bills, could you stand and let us recognize and thank you for that? As I said, probably over 10 years ago, Mr. Bills started by supporting scholarships and learned that there were other as impactful ways to help our students complete their educations through investing in our spaces. So he's been there changing his level of support, but also his priorities. And we appreciate that, and all of you who find different creative ways to help our students. At this time, I'd like to veer off script a little bit and recognize members of our new President's Circle donors. In 2017, we established the President's Circle to recognize individuals who generously support Delaware Tech with $500 contributions through any given year. This year, there are nearly 500 individuals college-wide who became members of the President's Circle, and today we have the privilege of recognizing 11 additional new members who are joining this group that includes some of our most generous donors, but those 11 individuals are here at the Owens campus. So at this time, when I read your name, please stand and remain standing until the entire list is read. Starting off at the top, Jeannie D'Amico, Pat Hennessy, Jenny Keith, Crystal Mincer, Tom Rayner, Bill Schaub, Janelle Schallenberger, John Slank, Michelle Wark, and Lacey Weller. Thank you all very much, and help me thank these individuals for their generous support of the college. At the end of the program, President's Circle, please come up. We'll give you your pins, and hopefully we can get a photograph with all of you as well. As I said, we're very, very fortunate to have such an engaged community of donors, and today is one small way where we take a little bit of time to say thank you, and one more time, thank you very much for your support.
Thanks, Mark, and thank you, Mr. Bills. I know I didn't tell you ahead of time, so thank you. So today, you have witnessed firsthand the difference each of you can make in the lives of our students. There's another very special group of individuals who we recognize today, and these individuals have contributed a cumulative lifetime giving of $50,000 or more, and/or have announced their intention to leave a gift to the college through various estate planning vehicles. So we are thankful for our Legacy Society members. And so I'd like to take an opportunity to recognize our current Legacy Society members who are in attendance today. Again, please hold your applause until all are standing. Joanne Adams, Margot Azanese, Gerald Bolu, Philip Bills, Charlie Burton, Chris DeClark, Betty Feldman, Nancy Kasner, Jenny Keith and Roy Fitzgerald, Meryl Seymour, and Doctors Carol and Bucky Owens. Please join me in thanking these generous donors for their commitment and support. So today, as part of our celebration, we get to welcome new members to our Legacy Society, which we love to do. And so I'm going to ask President Brainerd and a board member, Lolita Lopez, to come to the front of the stage. And we are going to welcome and induct a few new members into the Legacy Society. We will have a photo taken, so I see Becca coming over here to get a photo. Thank you, Becca. And we will award our new Legacy Society members with their pins. Mark, do you have the pins? Good job, thank you. I hope somebody gave Mark the pins. So thank you, Janelle Schellebarger, for making the magic work. Thank you. So first, please join me in congratulating and thanking Lawrence and Helen Bivens. Please come forward. Next, we'd like to honor and recognize Cheryl Korn. And last, but certainly not least, our friends Gary and Betty Grunder. Thank you, everyone. So as we close this year's luncheon, should we have one next year? Yeah? Okay, all right, so we'll have one next year. A very special thank you needs to be conveyed again to all of our donors. Your support for our students demonstrates that you believe in them and their educational goals, and in making their lives for them and their families better. Your generosity has made a major impact on their lives. We want to thank you for giving us the chance to honor and recognize you here today. Again, if you'd like to have a photo taken with your scholarship recipient and haven't yet done so, please come forward to the step and repeat, and Becca will be ready, I see her getting over there, to take some photos. I'd also like to thank our team members who put in so many hours in the selection of our scholarship recipients and in the planning and executing today's event. You probably noticed the team took great care to try to match scholarship recipients with their donors at tables whenever we could. So there's a lot of mixing and matching, and the team just did a great job with that. So would you please join me in thanking our scholarship selection team and the committee that put today together. So I'd also like to give a big thanks to all of our students for being here. As clearly evidenced by our student speakers today, your hard work and perseverance is a very important part of your story. Having a little extra money is great, but if you guys don't have the grit, the determination to keep going, you won't get very far, right? So kudos to all of you for all that you're doing. So, President's Circle members who Dr. Brainerd announced, please make sure you come front to the stage so we can give you your pin. We'd like to get a photo of you with President Brainerd. And if you received a little note in your name tag that says stick around, we want to get your picture. You're in a group that we would like to get a group picture of, so please come forward. Janelle and the marketing team will make sure that they organize us so we can get some of those photos taken today. So, thank you for coming today, and most importantly, thank you for making an investment in our students and their hopes and dreams. Thank you for making dreams come true. So have a wonderful day. I hope to see many of you at the Starry Night Gala, the end of April, and thank you for all of your support. God bless.